The Design Hopes project is a 2-year funded programme that's using the best of design-led research and making to transition the NHS Scotland, into a greener, more sustainable organisation. This is really to meet NHS Scotland and the Scottish Government net zero goals. So Design Hopes is really setting out to use design thinking and making to make small changes on an organisational level with the NHS that at scale can bring really big impact. It can also make changes in terms of designers' skills. So designers are better skilled towards achieving sustainability, net zero and beyond net zero goals. It can also make changes and help policy achieve its aims.
My work in Design Hopes is really focused around the knowledge exchange and impact activities, and some of those activities linked to something called the Community of Practice, which is a dedicated forum for individuals across society to come together and share in learning about particular themes linked to the project. A key kind of aim of the project for Design Hopes is to evidence and amplify progress and examples of design-led innovation that has led to change. And through this community of practice, what we're able to do is bring together people from across diverse communities, whether they are individuals in communities, members of local authorities, the private sector or the third sector, and also people that are in the academic space, and bring them together to really look at some of the challenges that are faced.
Our project, the Green Ward Toolkit, is looking at how to reduce the carbon footprint in a ward environment. In our project, we are looking at Ward 26, which is the ear, nose, throat department. So we are engaging with healthcare professionals, members from the ward, to look at what their current footprint is, and also how can we empower them to be more sustainable in their practice. So by engaging with this process, using design as a method of gathering information that is contextualized with a particular environment, we can develop bespoke strategies and actions for staff members to be more sustainable in their practice.
There are so many challenges in sustainability in the NHS. If I were to focus on the specific one that I'm involved in, is the flow navigation system, which is very much focused on decision making in unscheduled care of patients coming into our service.
The Sustainable Communities theme is really looking at anything kind of at a community level. One of our projects is looking at staff working from home, so when they're out within the community, what we can do to increase their health and well-being as well as their environmental practices when working from home. The other one we're doing is more of a green space project. It's looking at the kind of gardens and the grounds that the hospital is situated in. And the third thing that we're doing is working in care homes, specifically the pharmaceutical waste at a care home level.
4C as a business has been around for 22 years, and over the years we've started to really see the value we can bring where we can come in with fresh eyes. Like every business, there is a net zero agenda. We have that burning in the background. When we get asked to do something, the very, very first question that we ask, and it's not a great business model, but is, does this need to happen? And you know, when you talk to somebody and they're saying, we've got an idea for this and this, you have to really question, is this something that we need as a society? Is this something that people need? Or is it just more of the same?
In my research, I've been monitoring environmental issues for more than 10 years over a number of different projects. So really to engage in a very high pressure, fast paced project and to make real change with people in the NHS to an organisation that we all care about is just a dream come true.
With this Green Ward Toolkit, even though it's for a specific ward, we can see it being scaled to other areas within the hospital, and each ward, each area has got different needs.
I'm a huge fan of design, not just the theory. all the interactions and human to human communication that goes on. So understanding the real world, I think, is what designers bring to this, and a whole lot more. Prototyping, all this sort of stuff, it's the way we should be doing things.
One of our strengths is being able to build the trust with a client by saying, your brief's good, but let's expand on that. Let's discuss it. Let's actually pick holes in it so that you're not entirely responsible for that. We are as well. And by that, you then effectively recraft it.
Looking at NHS estates, you could reduce NHS carbon footprint by encouraging more sustainable behaviours. So these behaviours could be things like growing your own plants for food and drink that you can consume either in the hospital or at home. Across Scotland, there are hundreds of acres of grounds that belong to the NHS, and these are excellent. They have excellent potential as health resources. As an early career researcher, I think this has been an excellent opportunity for me to be exposed to all different research methods, design creative methods, and being able to bring that together, and I think that will really help me in my future and in my career as a researcher.
If we feel that we're doing a project that's actually improving quality of people's lives, we'll do it. Design Hopes absolutely hit bullseye, because it's like, right, this is mass scale. It's looking at the NHS and some of the challenges that they're facing. It's about understanding those problems.
This project makes me feel really passionate about what design can do in the healthcare system, how design has a role to play in changing mindsets, introducing new methods to engage with people, to not only create new products, but to change behavior. So I'm really excited about what's the outcomes would be.
This is my first research fellowship, and so there's this really exciting personal development learning opportunity for myself. And then thinking about this project and for what it stands for, I think it's so exciting to be part of, because it extends the notion of kind of collective impact.
I think we can really achieve a huge amount in this short term, but actually plan for the next 5 to 10 years in terms of the sorts of work that design can do in the healthcare and social care space.
I think it's been fantastic.